The studio lights scorched the set of Rosie Unfiltered, Rosie O'Donnell's last-ditch attempt at a daytime TV comeback, as the 62-year-old host glared across at Kash Patel, her guest and unwitting adversary. Her eyes burned with the combative fire that had once made her a television titan, now fueled by desperation to salvage her sinking career. Patel, 44, a former federal prosecutor and Trump administration official, sat composed in his Navy suit, a stack of documents resting beside him like silent weapons. He'd come to discuss his best-selling book on government accountability, expecting a fiery but civil exchange. But O'Donnell had other plans. "Mr. Patel," she sneered, her voice dripping with venom, "it's time someone exposed your lies on national TV." What unfolded next was a cataclysm. O'Donnell's unhinged meltdown, a physical confrontation, and the spectacular implosion of her entire career, all captured live. Within minutes, she'd eject Patel from the set, but the cost would be her legacy, obliterated in a blaze of rage. If you believe bullies must face consequences, smash that like button and subscribe, because this saga of hubris and reckoning will leave you speechless. The cameras rolled, the audience tensed, and the stage was set for a disaster that would echo across America. To understand this career-shattering clash, you must know the stakes for O'Donnell and the formidable foe she underestimated. Once the Queen of Nice, O'Donnell had ruled 1990s daytime TV with her charm and wit. But her star had faded. Her volatile exit from The View, failed magazine ventures, and public feuds had left her a pariah. Rosie Unfiltered, a streaming talk show, was her final gambit to reclaim relevance. Yet ratings plummeted, sponsors fled, and network executives were poised to pull the plug. At 62, O'Donnell was a cornered animal, desperate for a viral moment to revive her show. Her strategy: ambush a high-profile conservative to spark controversy and buzz. It had worked before, her aggressive style generating headlines, but this time she'd chosen the wrong target. Kash Patel was no ordinary guest. Born to Indian immigrants, he'd risen from a middle-class upbringing to become a legal powerhouse. A federal prosecutor, national security official, and senior Trump advisor, his resume was ironclad. His best-selling books on government corruption had made him a sought-after voice, his congressional testimonies showcasing a steely calm under fire. Patel didn't need O'Donnell's platform. His book was a hit, his speaking calendar booked solid. Beside him sat documents, not props but evidence, legal precedents, government records, and facts ready to counter any attack. O'Donnell, banking on theatrics, had no idea she was facing a man who dismantled hostile witnesses in courtrooms in Capitol Hill. This wasn't a debate. It was a collision of desperation and discipline, with O'Donnell's career hanging by a thread. The studio crackled with tension as the interview began. O'Donnell's questions started standard, probing Patel's book and government service, but her hostility simmered beneath the surface. "Mr. Patel," she snapped, her tone sharp, "your book makes bold claims about officials. How do we know you're not fabricating stories to sell copies?" Patel, unruffled, responded with courtroom poise. "Rosie, every claim is backed by documents, sources, and my first-hand experience. I'm presenting facts, not accusations." His calm irritated O'Donnell, who'd expected defensiveness to fuel her attack. "Facts?" she scoffed, her voice rising. "Or conspiracy theories peddled to exploit fear?" Patel's composure held. "You may disagree with my conclusions, but the evidence speaks for itself. I'm happy to discuss specifics." O'Donnell's frustration boiled over, her plan unraveling. "Let's talk about your Trump administration role," she barked, her tone now openly belligerent. "You served a regime that attacked the press, undermined democracy, and lied to Americans. How dare you preach accountability when you were part of the problem?" Patel's expression flickered, not anger, but a hint of amusement. "Rosie, you're mixing rhetoric with reality. My job was to uphold the law and serve Americans. If you have specific issues with my work, I'll address them. Her face flushed. O'Donnell's control slipped. Specific issues? Your entire administration was a catastrophe. I served the American people, Patel interjected, his voice steady. And I'm proud of exposing corruption. That's what my book covers. The interruption ignited O'Donnell's rage. Don't you dare cut me off on my show, she roared, leaping from her chair, her voice echoing. I've been doing this since you were in law school. Patel, still seated, apologized with measured calm. I didn't mean to interrupt, but facts matter more than talking points. That was the spark that set O'Donnell ablaze. Facts? She screamed, pacing erratically, her face crimson. The fact is, you and your boss tried to ruin this country. You're a threat to democracy. The audience froze, stunned by her unraveling. This wasn't a debate. It was a meltdown unfolding live. Patel, his voice tinged with concern, suggested, Rosie, let's take a step back. But O'Donnell was unhinged. Don't tell me what to do. This is my show. She loomed over him, her movements wild, the crew exchanging panicked glances. You came here to spread lies and conspiracies, she shrieked. I won't let you poison my audience. Patel stood, gathering his documents, his professionalism unshaken. I think we should end this interview. O'Donnell's eyes flashed with fury. Oh no, you don't leave until I'm done with you. What followed was the moment that would define her downfall, replayed endlessly across the globe. As Patel moved toward the exit, O'Donnell charged around the desk, her rage consuming her. You think you can lie to my audience and walk away? She bellowed, grabbing his arm, her grip tightening on his suit. The audience gasped, phones capturing the chaos. Patel looked at her hand, then met her gaze with unshakable resolve. Rosie, let go of me, now. His voice, calm but commanding, carried the authority of a man who'd faced far worse. I'll let go when I'm ready, O'Donnell screamed, snatching at his documents. Admit you're lying. Patel, with the precision of a seasoned prosecutor, lifted his briefcase and continued toward the exit, forcing O'Donnell to release him or be dragged along. Security, she wailed, her voice cracking. Stop him. But the guards hesitated, unsure how to intervene in a host's assault on her guest. At the studio door, O'Donnell made her fatal error, spreading her arms to block his path. You're not leaving until you answer me. Patel stopped, his gaze piercing. Rosie, he said, his voice a quiet thunder, I came as your guest to discuss my work. You've screamed, made baseless accusations, grabbed me, and now you're trying to trap me. This isn't just unprofessional, it's potentially illegal. The word illegal hit like a sledgehammer. O'Donnell's bravado faltered, her face registering the gravity of her actions. You are, Patel continued, gesturing to the cameras, and it's all recorded live. He paused, his words deliberate. I'm leaving. If you stop me, you're adding unlawful detention to assault on national TV. The reality crashed over O'Donnell, her rage giving way to panic. She stepped aside, stammering, I'm not... Patel turned to the cameras, his composure a stark contrast to her collapse. To Rosie's audience, I'm sorry you saw this. I came to discuss accountability, not witness this breakdown. Rosie, I hope you get help. With that, he exited, leaving O'Donnell alone on her set, her career in ruins. The cameras lingered on her, a broken figure, as the audience sat in stunned silence, the crew paralyzed by the wreckage. The aftermath was a cultural firestorm. Within minutes, Rosie attacks Patel and Your Rosie Meltdown trended globally, clips of O'Donnell's assault going viral. A tweet summed it up. Rosie O'Donnell just ended her career grabbing Kash Patel. His calm destroyed her. Memes flooded platforms. O'Donnell's wild-eyed grab captioned, When ratings desperation turns criminal. Patel's serene exit labeled, This is how you win without raising your voice. Legal experts on CNN called it potential assault and unlawful detention, noting, "This isn't drama. It's a crime caught live." Patel's team hinted at legal options but emphasized his concern for O'Donnell's well-being, his grace amplifying her disgrace. The entertainment industry reacted with brutal finality. Within 48 hours, O'Donnell's network canceled Rosie Unfiltered, stating, "Her behavior violates our standards." Talent agencies and charities distanced themselves, and speaking engagements vanished. A Variety insider said, "Rosie was already toxic. This was the nail in her coffin." Media psychologists analyzed her meltdown as a case study in desperation, a UCLA professor noting, "Her need for relevance blinded her to boundaries, creating a viral disaster." O'Donnell's damage control, a claim of passion for democracy, was mocked as delusional, her podcast defense only deepening the hole. Patel's star soared, his book sales surged, speaking requests multiplied, and his crisis management became a business school staple. Even liberal critics praised his poise, MSNBC admitting Patel's professionalism shamed O'Donnell's tantrum. The incident reshaped media standards, networks tightening guest treatment policies. O'Donnell's financial ruin was swift: canceled deals, lost contracts, and a future in rehab programs, not studios. Her legacy, once vibrant, was now a cautionary tale of hubris. If this saga of accountability electrified you, subscribe for more stories of truth over theatrics. Share below. When did you see desperation destroy someone? Because as Patel proved, composure conquers chaos every time.